everybody, and welcome back. My name is Sue, and I'm from OML Embroidery, and over at the computer is Dawn.
Hello.
Little squeaky there.
Hello.
Yeah, okay.
Let me have a drink of coffee.
We're gonna start off a little bit. Oh, Susan Weehee waves. Look, I'm waving. Hello. We're going to start off a little differently today. We have two cameras, so I wanted to show you guys what you have to do to set it up this way. So the easiest thing to do is send the design to your machine and go to Edit, and you want to go to the colors. Now what you want to do is a brother color. So you need to switch. See, I've got Floriani. I'm not going to switch it, but you can. And what you're looking for is the applique. See how it has these scissors? Because I have a Luminaire 2 and I have the newest Scan and Cut. I think it's 325. So without using a USB, I can send it to my cutter. So it's super handy. The only thing you have to do is make sure you have the two applique parts marked as such. So again, it's a brother thing and it makes it easier. Now you can do it in your software, and Brilliance has it. Of course, PE Design has it. And it's not the color, it's the scissors too, right? There's 3 steps that it just makes it easier when you send it over. So I have a few things to show you. We have a winner to announce and a lace update. So I'm going to quickly and quietly switch cameras, move cameras, and Dawn is going to say hello.
I am.
You are.
I already said hello.
Well, you know. Camera change.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our camera change.
Wow, that was
pretty good.
Really?
No, okay.
Not really.
Nobody wants to hear me.
Well, I'm kind of busy.
Well, you're doing a fantastic job.
Of being busy. Thanks, honey.
How's everyone doing today?
Well, let's see if there's any questions yet.
I don't see any. Does anyone have questions?
Sorry, I'm messing this up. It's not really that hard to do, but apparently, for me, it is.
Mom says hello.
Mom! Hi, Mom! I'm just getting the camera turned around to be on what I want, which is right here. How's that looking, Dawn?
That is looking good.
Good enough?
That's what you got.
That is not
Down a bit.
not the droid I was looking
You're
for.
almost there. Thank you for your patience.
No, stop it. You sound like a recording or something. Hi.
I'm a background announcer.
Is that what you are?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. All right, how's that?
That looks pretty good to me.
Okay, well, zoom in and do your work. Now we're going to switch cameras. And we're going to take you to here. So hopefully this looks good. So let's get caught up on lace. We have a new... Oh, I want it over a little bit.
No, I got it.
Okay. Gnome Home, if you guys haven't seen it, it's so cute. It's a tree house. Because, of course, you know, gnomes are going to be in a tree house. Now, this has taken a lot of work. This is my gingerbread house. Look at it, all sides. It's perfect. Isn't that cute?
I love it.
So I'll be putting this up on the website. Nice nails, Sue. Why, thank you. We've got Argyle nails. Woohoo. I'll put this up on the website. I'm so excited about that. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think it's fantastic. Lots and lots of details. Isn't that awesome? And so easy to stitch. So love them. Love them. Those are super, super beautiful. Well, you'll be stitching it out, Lynn. So let me move some of my stuff. We had a contest last week for this Embroiderer's Compass free giveaway. All you had to do was comment on the video, and we randomly picked one, and the winner is Rose Fulkerson. Rose Fulkerson, I hope you're here today.
For a minute.
Hopefully you're here today.
Okay.
Send me an email, Rose. Send me an email. It's Sue at omlembroidery.com, and we'll send this out to you, and then you can show us all the fantastic things you're going to do with it. So awesome, and congratulations for sure. Rose. Hopefully, if she's not here, hopefully she will watch the replay and be super surprised for sure. Well, yeah. So, we have been talking about what you guys want, and dragons was one of them. So, this is what I've come up with so far. Now, I don't know how well that's showing up.
Just put it back where it was. I can get it for you.
Yeah, well, you also have to tell me. I'm really loving this. So we go from gingerbread house freestanding lace to a dragon zipper bag. See, yeah, you can see the dragon, and he's kind of glowing. See how that worked out? Isn't that cute? So fully lined, beautiful. I did it in black so he would be a silhouette, but that's awesome. Oh, good idea. Misha says I can see that one done in purples. Yeah, awesome. So that'll be coming up. Maybe we'll do a sew along on it just so we can, practice the zipper bags. I actually made a mistake because I haven't done one in a long time. But how stunning is that? I'm really happy with it. It's awesome. So zipper bag, gingerbread house, new gnome home, and now we've got some of these. Look at my lace. So this, I don't know how well you guys can see this, but this is the most delicate lace I've ever done.
If you hold it over top of the blue base of your cutter, where the lace is, you can see them better.
So there we go. The most delicate lace I've done, and I love it. How cool is that? Isn't that pretty? It is stronger than you think, but one heck of a design. So I had fun with that. I love to push the envelopes here. So that one, it's leaves. One of my kids said it looks like Christmas lights, but it's not. It's not. So this one in the Battenberg lace style, beautiful with contrasting colors. And it's a bookmark, or you can stitch out a whole bunch of them together. It'd be perfect. I really like this one. It's nice. This is second level lace. Yeah. I like the open spaces in the lace. I like doing it that way. I think it's harder to do, but I am really having fun doing it. So I'm thinking anyone would like to get a bookmark like this for sure. So the last one is more traditional lace for a bookmark. Nice bright colors. Jill says, I love the delicate lace. Oh, heck, I love them all. Jill, I'm going to send you an email after. Just so you know, I'll try to do it right afterwards. What do you use to keep it stiff? You can very, very carefully iron them to flatten them out. I try to do them when I am drying them. I just flatten them out and put them out on the counter as flat as you can do. You can put a little bit of the whatever starch on it, or you can take some of the leftover WSS and melt it in water and then you can spray it on and it'll get stiffened up. But this is what I naturally do. I don't see, it's pretty stiff. I wouldn't change anything. It seems to work really well. Now I wanted to show you guys a little trick that I did here. Going back to the gingerbread house, I wanted it to be like stiff and square, so I hot glued some what are they called? Pipe cleaners on the inside, so everything is square. So nothing fancy, it doesn't look good, but you know what, nobody is gonna see it. And then
You don't see it from the outside.
No, you don't at all, because I put it right up on the edges. So beautiful. So yeah, I've accomplished a lot. It's been a busy week, and I'm having a great time. So now that we've done all that, we are going to get to today's work. So let's get my machine on. And again, this is a Brother Scan and Cut. I have the blade. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. That's heavier than I thought. So I have the rotary blade attachment because that's awesome for sure. It makes a big difference. And this thing is so quiet. It's so awesome. So this is the 325, the newest updated one. And I am going to go here to my connection. And that's how I get the two designs to chat. So I go to memory on my Luminaire, and then there's a cute little picture of the scan and cut. And once that sends, you go to retrieve, and look, see, wireless LAN device. So it's going to retrieve what I sent. And because I made those changes, you can't see it yet, but because I did, it's going to look good. So we're going to go to this one. And look, these are the two that I marked for cutting. Just as simple as that. So that is the cutting line. Remember I said right at the beginning? And that saves you a lot of trouble. Now, if you go back and you go to this one, which is like applique, you get all the information about it, and it does something different. So it looks at the whole thing. So we want this one for sure. So I've got an A and a B, and oops, you got to pick one. So this is really easy to do. Now there's a lot of adjustments you can make. I am not going to make any. I'm just going to do it the way it is. So it's a little bit hard to see, but there is the one. Now we're going to go to add, and we're going to add B and set it. So you can do more than one. If you saw back there, you can do more than one, as many as you want. Now, the cutters are really cool. I mean, they're a little pricey too. If you don't want to do it that way, this is probably... Are you zoomed out, Don?
No, I'm still zoomed in, but you can read.
Oh, I can put it up there. Is that better?
Yeah, we'll fix. Yep, there's good.
There we go. So all I did was print it out. And you can use this as a template. You just have to make sure if you're cutting, make sure you cut just like the middle part of this. If you go to the edge, it's going to be too much fabric. If you go to the inside, it's not going to zigzag and hook on. So right around the middle, and you should be good enough. Or you can, trim in the hoop. This design is not set up for this. So there we go. So just an option if you don't have a cutter. If you do have a cutter, get using it. It's fun. Now, the fabric, you can use any fabric that you want. The fabric that I'm using today is also from Dime, and it's for making patches. And it's kind of thick, kind of thin, but I don't know how well you can see it. It has the lines so it looks like twill. So pretty fantastic. I really like it. I don't have the same colors, so I'm just using what I want. But you can use any fabric. I'm thinking felt might be cool too. I like it. So that's what I'm using. So once you get to this level, oh, terrible noise, sorry. I'm going to get my fabric mat out. And these are special mats that you only use here with this machine. So, and, oh, mat will be unloaded. Yeah, thanks. No. Maybe this is why I stopped using this mat. Oh, now I got it stuck.
Oh no.
Isn't that awesome?
Darn mat.
The mats are very particular. That's the only thing I have. See, this got caught because it's bent a little bit. You really have to be careful with it. So I prefer cricket mats myself. So hopefully I can get this mat to work. I don't have too many of them, but it reads all of this so it knows what you're doing. And what I'm going to do is scan it, and hopefully if I can get this in. There's guides. Let's see. Please? Yeah, I just didn't do it right. Perfect.
It is nice and quiet.
Now it read it, so that's fine. So right here is scan. So because I just kind of slopped these down here, but I want them to fit in. So let's do a quick scan and it's going to show up. And this is the cool part because these are just scraps. So you can use scraps for anything and get a precision cut on it. It's really awesome. Now you guys probably can't see the white one very well. I guess that was maybe not the greatest choice. But you can see the blue very clearly. So I'm just going to grab this part and I'm going to place it on there and place this one kind of in the middle there. How cool is that? That's how easy it is. So you could put, all scraps on and then just move the parts that you've loaded onto it. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
Also amazing for fussy cutting. So you scan it and then again, like you could fussy cut this small of a part. So I bring in a hexagon and I can fussy cut however many hexagons I need. And this SDX 325 is meant to work with, it works with a couple of the machines, but I have a Luminaire, so I really like that they talk to each other. However, if you have quote, older machine, all you have to do is, send put a USB in your machine and put a USB in here. So you can still do it. So let's see how well we're going to do. So we are going to look at all the things you can do. Cut, draw is actually one of my favorite things to do with any cutter. Cricut is really good at that. This scan and cut is a little more expensive, the DX levels, because they can read PES files. So you can literally draw your embroidery, and I've had a blast doing that. So you can emboss, foil, pierce, lots of things. We're just going to cut today. And I've set everything up, and we should see, it's not even going to take very long. I'm not going to bother testing. I'm just going to send it to cut. So what it does here is it sets itself up for the thickness of the fabric. So you get a really good cut every time. Now listen, this baby is so quiet. I love my Cricut, and I had it on, but I was like, what a racket. I have the DX225. Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to have them, Leah. You don't have the DX225 is also high-end. And they don't have to talk to each other. Just because of what I do for the videos, I sold my 225 and I got this one to test it out and make sure it works. So it doesn't make any difference whether you put it on a USB or not. But isn't this cool? It's so quiet. And it is so fast. Finish cutting. Select the next part. I'm pretty sure you cut out both parts, man, but let's see. No, if you want to cut some more, that's what you can do. But I'm going to go back and back, or I can just go to home. So while we're on this, I wanted to show you guys so you can scan and do different things. There's a roll feeder, which I'll never do. All these things you can get collections. But if you go to patterns, there's some pretty cool stuff in here. And there's a lot of this kind of stuff. This is quilting. So quilt blocks, tons of them. Tons of them. And different kinds. So if you wanted to cut yourself out a quilt, because I wouldn't want to cut all those out by hand or anything. This is the place to get them. Look at the hexagon. Isn't that cool? Every kind of hexagon you can think of. And it would be just a matter of selecting, picking your size, so we can change it. And whatever size that you want, go to OK. And then these are all the parts. So we're going to pick A, B, C, however many we need of them, so you can make duplicates. But isn't that really cool? I think it's a lot of fun. Yeah, and don't be afraid of your scan and cut. It's really a cool piece of kit. I could probably sit and play with it all day and discover everything that's in here. You can do stuff on your computer or on your iPad, but frankly, it's just as easy to do it here. But they have really cute stuff. This is applique stuff. This is also sewing. Isn't that cool? I really like it. And these are all the applique pieces. So just like that, that's what you can do. So, you know, it's a lot of fun and it just makes it easier. There's nothing wrong with trimming in the hoop. Oh yeah, Dresden's. Oh, my favorite. Ooh, look at the tulips. See what I mean? It's just so difficult to stop. Rose of Sharon. Wow. I think I bypassed this part. So cute, so many traditional things. Leah says, I have the rotary blade and have not used it yet. Well, get using it. It works really well and it's so quiet now. I also have a Cricut. My Cricut is well loved because they have the Cricut access. You can do all this as well on a Cricut, or what's the other one? Silhouette. It's just, you know, easy this way. Judy Quilt says, I love the flower options. This is also a nice part. Look, rick-rack. So you can cut these out of paper or fabric, and the machine will do that little dance, and whatever fabric you put on it, it's awesome. And if you have the fabric mat, you don't have to do anything else to it. So, okay, let's pull off. It really sticks down well. See how well we did? Oh, we didn't do well at all. Well, this is just a fun day, isn't it? Oh, no, it did. I just have to pop it a little bit. My bad. My bad. Yeah, that didn't cut very well. I can see the blue one, though. For sure. Yeah, okay. Kind of weird fabric is the problem. So I'm going to take these and I'm just going to have to fix them. But before I do anything, I want to put this plastic on my sticky, because you'll be surprised what things get caught in there. It's terrible. So this is the first time I have used this type of fabric on it, so maybe my settings weren't quite right, or maybe I wasn't supposed to use the fabric blade. I'm really not sure. Maybe I should have done this before I went live, but, you know, whatever.
Everybody wanted to see it.
Yeah, well, hopefully everyone would want to see it work. So I think we should start using our cutters more. So I'd like to be able to do, you know, like the next project video we do one Saturday cutting out and the next Saturday stitching out. So if you guys want to do that, let me know. Didn't even cut the bottom. But, you know, if this was not live, I would be doing exactly what I'm doing here. And if I wanted to cut out more, I would just make the adjustments. So it's not a big deal. Even remotely, it's not a big deal. Just work with what you got. I mean, you know. And again, if you don't have a cutter, you can just print a template and do it that way. Now this one, the tack down stitch is a zigzag. So it's not going to sit as nice. Now let's see how they fit in. So yeah, pretty close to what I said. Just kind of like halfway to make your template, if that makes sense. We learned so much when Sue has trouble. Yeah, I just go with it. I mean, you know, some people would re-record it or do whatever, and I'm like, no, this is live. This is life. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. It's how you deal with it that counts. So I did fix them. And I do think they're going to look good. So I have the SDX 330D with Disney designs. Yeah, I know. That would be fun. I really had to think about it. But this one specifically was on sale. So I kind of went for this one. But I think it would be really fun even if we just go on the machine and make a quilt block. Oh, I wanted to show you guys too. I'm just kind of showing off the machine. Here's where the storage is. Can we see that, Don?
Yeah.
So pens. Now these are chisel pens because there's an extra thing you can get. See how chiseled they are? To do calligraphy. So if you had a whole bunch of thank you cards to do, you could just do calligraphy on it. So this is the old fabric blade, which is probably what I should have used. And this is the regular cut blade, which is neat. So I keep all my bits and bobs in there. And here are two different things to use for pens. So you can use any pen in one, and it's really easy, and there's a special setup. I don't have the other piece here, but for the calligraphy, so you get it, you can get it the right angle for it. So yeah, lots here, and there's a whole bunch of different kinds of mats. I don't use these tools. I have a whole bunch of Cricut ones, but there it is in a nutshell. And other than me having trouble picking the right one, it worked out pretty well. Just fix it. I like when they put a design on the front of them. Yes, they're starting to actually do that now. You can cover the whole front with designs and different things on it. It's really cute. Unfortunately, they will not talk to each other. Let's see. We need to learn what to do when things go wrong. I know, and it's funny. I do watch a lot of YouTube videos just to see what everyone's up to, and everyone does everything perfectly, and I'm like, what? Come on, I'm not. It's not a huge deal that I make a mistake. Whatever. If I'm gonna do it, you will be doing it. Sue, it'll be nice to do the scan and cut. I think this could be a great tool for everyone to learn and to pre-cut. And even if you don't have one and you're not planning on getting one, it's fun to watch it and what you can do. It's just fun. So I hope everyone will tune in on that. We can pick a design, a quilting design, and go from start to finish right on the machine, and then do a sewing verse and sew it together. And I think it would be kind of fun to do. Pick one that I just normally wouldn't do. So there we go. I am going to put my gingerbread house up here because I love it. And I'm going to put my gnome home. So I'm going to have a little town here. No. Works great with USB, but not wireless. Like I said, the wireless is not a big deal. I would not have changed in my 225 if DX225 if I wasn't doing videos like this, because I wanted to see how well it worked. And I think that makes a difference. So you guys know, if you have a Luminaire 2 and you have this 325, it actually works. I've tested it. I've done different things. It works every single time. So you guys can feel confident if this is what you want to get. It's awesome. Okay, so let's get to the project at hand. So, Dawn, can we finally go to the machine?
I've had it ready a couple times.
Sorry.
Okay.
So I might need a little dab of something. I don't want to use the spray because it's so small. But so we are going to go into embroidery. And we are going to do the placement line for the top. Now, I just have black thread in, and I am going to just leave the thread just where it is. So, I'm using water-soluble stabilizer, and I Google-eyed my 4x4 hoop. I know Eileen Roche said to use the plasticky. They've got really good WSS for this, and it works really well, but I don't have any, so I'm just working with what I've got. And you can spray it to make it stay. I'm going to use my glue based it, just a little bit of it, because you don't want to, kind of wreck the WSS. So just to hold it down, I do use spray, but I don't like to. So that's what I'm doing. Now, the next step is a zigzag. So again, I'm just going to leave everything black so it's fantastic for you guys to see. Now, there you go. Perfection. What do you think? Perfect.
Yep.
A perfect cut, even though I had to recut the cut. If that makes any sense. I had to recut the cut. So, now we're going to do placement for the bottom part. Now, I might be a little bit off on this. I love this patch material. It's awesome. Oh, hey, it was supposed to cut out the middle part. Ugh. Ugh. Darn my choices. So, I think it's going to go this way. So, I don't have to get the Tula Pink scissors out and trim because it's all right there. I do need to take a little off the top, however. So let me do that. Just a little slice. And like I said, it's just because I messed it up. Now, it's supposed to have 2 circles cut out, but I didn't do it. So I'm not worried about it. I did use a little dab, little bit of the glue just because I want it to stay down. Don't move. Stay. Until we zigzag it down. Which we're doing right now. So, it's kind of fun this way. Stay. Don't use your fingers. Use your pokey thing. I didn't need to put any glue after all because I can just hold it. Everyone should be proud. I'm not using my fingers.
Yeah, I'm glad the pokey thing's in there.
I like the pokey thing. So, look how that turned out. Even with a boo-boo. Even with a boo-boo. So, I am going to leave black because I want you guys to see all of this. And for the 2 circles, because, I mean, that's part of it. Part of the design is so you can put ribbon around it. I'm going to do the stitches, and then I am going to use my crocodile to cut through. So, it'll still work. There's always a way around stuff. The only thing you can't fix is when you don't move the zipper when you're making a zipper bag. If you don't do that, there is nothing you can do. So, ask me how I know I've done it. I hope you guys love that dragon. I'm so excited about the dragon and the gingerbread house. Both of them just make me happy. It's awesome. So, that's cool. I noticed I have a little bit of bobbin thread coming up. We didn't do a bobbin police, but that just means maybe my tension's off a little bit. It's not too bad, but I'm going to calibrate it when I'm done. It's only a little bit, and I'm just picky as heck about it. This fabric stuff is really cool. But I think cutting it with the regular blade would have worked better. So I'm going to experiment with it. Shannon says, I didn't move the zipper 3 times this week. Zipper chicken 3, me 0. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. I know, it's terrible. We need to be able to program like swear words or something in our machines to remind you to do it. Because, yeah, it really sucks. Break out the touch-up markers. Yep, you can do that too. Now to get going on my stash. I hoard designs too. I know. I know. I have so many. What?
Isn't that the only way to do it, or design?
And fabric?
Yeah.
Did you know Missouri Star has a BOGO 50% off for all pre-cut fabrics?
Gee, how did you find out?
And there's 3 Halloween ones that I would love. New Halloween ones. Yeah, I know. But anyways. Yeah, it's, Lorelei says, beautiful lace. Thank you. I'm happy with what I'm doing. It is different than everybody else, and I like that. I've worked really hard, actually, for that. So, this looks good. I actually really like the black on it. Now we're going to do the satin stitches around the bottom.
Did you get Leah's question about the hole punch?
About the hole punch,
Yeah,
no.
she asked if you could use a hole punch after it's done stitching to punch the hole.
With this fabric, you could, yeah, because it's kind of thin and stiff. You can, for sure. Leah says, I saw that trying to be good and not buy. I have to be good. I have to. I did my nails instead of buying Halloween pre-cut fabric.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do?
It was a good idea.
So, yes, on regular fabric, it would probably, like a hole punch probably wouldn't work, but on the dime patch fabric, it will. I would think. Good test. Good test. It's easier if you program your cutter machine properly and the holes are out, because then you don't have to do anything. Oh, Shannon, I went to go BOGO and my husband walked by and said no go. Whew. Fortunately, I have the control because I say no. I can't spend any money right now. That's good. No go. So, Mr. Shannon, let her buy some fabric. We all need more fabric. It's the way it is. It's the way it is.
Especially Missouri.
Oh, Tammy says, oh no, BOGO. Now I have to look. I know. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. 3 new Halloween packs. And they have everything listed. So they have the charm squares. Some of them have mini charm squares. They have the layer cakes. And they have the jelly rolls. And then they have the fact quarters. I'm like, oh. Shannon says, I had the money. I just don't have the space. Well, yeah, I'm quite certain I have neither. So, should we do some white stars?
Yeah.
Just for a change, it'll show up nicely on the blue. So I'm just gonna do a quick thread change. I know I said I was gonna leave everything. You could probably take a stitch ripper for the cutouts as well. I wish the machine had cut it, but I don't think the rotary cutter liked this fabric. It's kind of fabric, but not really. It's like not cotton fabric. So I'm going to look that up and see what I should have done. It's working out in the end, though. So let's do some stars. Awesome. And then there's something white after that. It's a quick stitch. I think in the 4x4 hoop you could probably do 2 of them without any issues. But you can cut out as many as you need at once. So it's kind of cool. There's always extra large Ziploc bags for space. I know. Chris Yost, I like how you think. She says, I don't have the money or the space. Hasn't stopped me yet. I'm gonna agree. Me neither. I kinda, you do what you gotta do, right? Awesome. You can never have too much fabric, I'm saying. You can also never have too much dime stuff. I have dime threads and dime tools and the whole bit, and I love it. I love it. I love all of it. It's fantastic. And of course layer cakes and stuff. That's my groove for sure.
Those are always nice to have, though.
I really do have fun with it. The layer cakes I used for the Crazy Quilt Hexagon, which I actually have hanging up at my desk, by the way. I really love how it turned out. Everything matches so perfectly. If I have to go to the craft store, my husband turns off my debit card. Well, I don't know about that, husband. I don't know about that. So I'm going to change my...
Kind of funny, though.
Kind of funny. It's also kind of understanding. Like, I can understand why, for sure.
It's easier to get carried away with.
So I'm going to do red stars on the white. I wish these trimmed. There's a lot of jump stitches, but I will show you guys how to handle those for sure. So this is turning out quite cute.
It is cute.
And perfectly cut out on the machine other than the...
Judy Quilt says I've never purchased a layer cake of fabric.
I'm speechless. I didn't even say anything. Oh my goodness. How could you resist? My jaw hit the floor. You should try it. It's fun. He goes to and makes sure I don't buy anything when he's in the bathroom. That's awesome. The way we've been doing it, because you know, the pandemic and all that good stuff, is Dawn goes and sends me pictures, which is fun. Then,
Or we FaceTime shop.
yeah, FaceTime shop, that's also fun. I don't have any self-control in Michael's or fabric stores. Fabric is so expensive in Canada. Oh my goodness, you could spend $100 and only have like 4 yards of fabric, if you can imagine that. My sewing store is giving 30% off notions and fabric all summer. Oh, due to the price of gas. Yes, the price of gas is not...
Our fabric store is giving off 30% of all fabric because they're closing.
Well... yeah, but that store is pretty expensive, so I think putting 30% off, and I'm talking about the store near us, I think putting 30% off would make it normal price. I'd like to live in the fabric store, though. Yeah. Sue, I can pick up an order, and we can meet at, oh, Sault Ste. Marie or St. George. Well, that's interesting, Shannon. Yes?
Long drive to the city.
I know. It's a nice drive, though. Is it still? Yeah, it's still stitching. I just thought that sounded funny for a minute there. I'm like, what? No, it isn't. Hello?
Oh.
It did sound funny. So, I am not sure what happened.
Ran out of bobbin, I can see at the end.
Oh, that's
Weird.
weird. Okay, well, I'll show you guys how to fix this too. So the bobbin ran out and the machine just kept stitching. Awesome possum. That's fantastic.
Don't you love it when the sensors work great like that?
I just cleaned it out too. Maybe I have to do a better job. And the bobbin police were nowhere to be found.
Did we fire the bobbin police?
No.
Oh, okay.
Come on. So, yeah, wow. I guess I lost that bobbin chicken that I didn't even know I was playing. So,
The other Sandy says I can meet you in Detroit. It would be much closer.
oh, yeah, that would be cool. Detroit is just across the river, for sure. So what I'm going to do here is just fast forward through the colors till I get to my spot. And I'm not going to stitch everything over again. It only takes a minute. So you can see I'm just fast forwarding by 100 now. See how far that went? And I just want to get just like right there. So it's just kind of over, a little bit over, so you don't have any kind of a gap or anything. But see how easy that was to go back? Just go by color. So that's funny, I could tell the difference of sound. I just couldn't see it when the bobbins run out.
I looked at it 3 times and then figured out that it was
Not stitching. So, that's my bad right there. But hey, it looks great, doesn't it? I like it. I like it. So, let's go back to the desk and we'll take a really good look at it. So, you can pop it out of the hoop. And now we have a whole bunch of jump stitches to trim. And I'll show you guys, can we see this?
Yep.
So the way I do jump stitches is I put my scissors underneath the one stitch, the one end, and I put a little tension on it. So you can see this?
Yeah, I'm going to zoom in.
Okay. Oh, wait.
There you go.
Okay. So holding on to it. So a little bit of tension, cut, and then you want to pick it up. You can do tweezers or whatever. Sometimes if I get really good at it, I Don't even have to lift it. But then you can kind of, well, there we go. And you can't tell it was ever there. So again, run across, and whichever way you can manage it. I do it much better with my little scissors. So a little bit of tension, and then you make sure that you get it really tight. So the thing is, if you don't get all of it like what I just did, it's harder to get the smaller pieces cut properly.
Thank you, Jill.
So with smaller scissors, this becomes a whole lot easier. You can do it. I'm struggling a little bit with these bigger ones, but you know, work with what you got. But see how difficult the smaller one is going to be to get it as close as I had the other ones. It's okay. So
nice.
There we go. I'm going to continue trimming it and get it all nice. Jill, thank you very much, Jill. Doesn't that look good though? So pre-cut, fix the boo-boos. I'm going to play around with it a little bit more, but I think that turned out really well. I'm going to, if you're using like the really thick plasticky kind, you can just pop this out. I use the fabric kind of WSS, so I'm going to trim it out pretty close and it should be fine. There's not much at the back. And pop a couple of holes if your cutter didn't cut it. And for sure. So everyone, get using your scan and cut if you have one. Use it and show me in the group, or maybe even leave a comment as to your accomplishments with it. So you can do it. It's not hard. And I think a project on it, you guys can let me know in the comments afterwards what you guys think of that. Even if you don't have one, I really do think it would be fun to watch. So thank you, Dime, for this cute design and making me get my cutter out. I really enjoy it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. I like how this turned out.